Hello everyone. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Disha with yet another video on one of the best-selling book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson. And this book is an amazing self-help book which was written with an intention to instruct the readers on solving their personal life problems. So we'll be talking about this in this video, some amazing lessons. And also, like I was trying to buy this book since years. And I remember whenever I used to go and think that I want to buy this, I used to end up buying some another book, because looking at the situation of my life and the circumstances, I used to choose the book which was the right fit for me at the moment. And finally after years, I thought this is the right time to read this book. And I'll be honest, the lessons that I learned, it was genuinely the most amazing and most practical lessons that I've ever learned. And I implemented in my life. I implemented all of those lessons in my life, and it successfully worked so well. I was so amazed by the results. I was so amazed that I decided that I'm gonna record a video on this, because if you haven't read this book, then these lessons are gonna be so helpful to you. And if you have already read this book, then these lessons can act as a reminder, so that can help you again. So let's get started. Lesson number 1: problems never end. It just gets replaced by another problems. So stop blaming yourself for problems, rather get good at solving it. Because if you are facing a problem at the moment and it just gets resolved, then again after a while you're gonna be facing another problem, and then again and then again. It's a loop and it happens again and again, because that's how life works. So start getting good at your problems, start getting good at solving your problems, start taking your problems as responsibilities. And because if you think 10 years from now, you think about this problem and you'll see that it's nothing, it's just a tiny thing, it's just a tiny thing, a negative thing that doesn't even count at all. So start taking as a responsibility, and that's how the whole process works. Lesson number 2: we have very limited fucks to give, and we have just got one life to live. So stop giving a fuck about everything and start living. We humans have this tendency, if we are starting something new, we'll always think about the people around us. We'll always think how people are going to judge us. But I just want to ask you one thing, that who are those people who are always behind you? I mean, who are so interested and in investing their time in your life. I mean, how I started doing things in my life, because I used to get this thought more often that, just suppose it's my last day on this beautiful earth, and I mean, am I gonna think like I did not do the things because there were always people who were behind me, who were judging me, or I'm gonna be happy and satisfied thinking that I did it because I stopped giving the fucks about everyone and to everybody. And I'm gonna be happy if I did that. So yes, I started doing things that way, and that completely changed my mind, because the moment I stopped giving a fuck, that was the moment I started living more. You gotta do the same, and that's just all, heart-to-heart message to you. Lesson number 3: if suppose you're in a situation where something is genuinely worrying you, so just stop and think that, is there something that you can actually do about it? If you can have a proper practical solution to it, if you can solve this problem, then do it right away. Then do it and stop worrying about it. And think, if you cannot do anything and if there's no solution to that problem, and that's the end. So it's anyway no sense of worrying, right? It doesn't even make any sense to worry about it, because there's anyway no solution. You get me, right? So it's like that. Lesson number 4: the more you try to search for positive things when we are actually wanting everything positive in our life, we force ourselves that we want this positive, we want to change this negativity from our life. And those all experience of making things positive is itself a very negative experience. But rather, if you're genuinely going through something negative in your life, a very bad situation, the more you accept it, like, yes, I am going through a hard phase, and that's the truth. If you accept it, that yes, I'm going through a bad situation in my life, and yes, everything is happening wrong with me, and yes, I accept that I am in this situation. That acceptance is itself a very positive experience that you can feel. So think about it. Lesson number 5, we usually think about everyone every time. If we are onto something, we love to have suggestions and reviews from people. If we are creating something, we love to take the reviews from others. And sometimes it happens like that we end up doing nothing. Or if the reviews are negative, it's gonna impact us negatively. Something like that definitely happens with us, we humans. And that is where Mark Manson says that don't fill up your mind with reviews and suggestions every time, and stop giving a fuck about everything every single time that you feel like that you want to do something, because we anyway have one life to live, right? So just stop forgetting about the results, that what are the results gonna be, but rather love the process. Enjoy the process, that whatever you're doing is for fun, it's for yourself, because that's what your heart says. So it's for yourself. So anyway, the world comes later, but first comes you. And with that, we end these 5 lessons here of this beautiful book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I guess it took me long, but it was all worth it. So yeah, the key message of this book was to not give a fuck about everything that you come across. Only give a fuck about the things that is adding value in your life. It's that clear. Just don't go around giving your time and energy into everything that's coming to you, but be mindful about your time. Be mindful about your energy that you're putting into, because if that thing is adding value in your life, only and only give time to that thing, because you have a limited life and a very precious time. So do not give a fuck about everything around you. That's the key message. I guess it's very practical, very clear, and 110% recommend this. If you haven't read this, then do read. And if you have already read that, then you know how much of a gem this book is. So yes, with that, I'll end this video here. Until then, do like, share, and subscribe my channel. I hope this video was somewhere or 1% or something percent helpful to you. I'll appreciate that if it was. And yes, lots of love to you. Thank you for watching this video. Do press the bell icon over there, and do like, share, and subscribe. And yes, I'll see you in my next video.